Sports Radio on AM 1500 Studios. Interesting matchup here tonight. It's the third meeting between Farrington and Kalaheo. The first in the regular season. The other two previous meetings in preseason tournaments. For the Governors, they are just one of two league unbeatens in the OIA. We take a look at the OIA standings. We're at the midway point of this 2014 regular season. Farrington at the top at 5-0. Kalaheo in second, tied with Moanalua, each at 4-1. Kahuku at 3-2, along with Kailua, and Roosevelt and McKinley round out teams 6 and 7 in the Reddies at 2 and 3. A win tonight here for Kalaheo would vault them into first place, would overshadow Moanalua, overshadow Farrington. Kalaheo would have the tiebreaker over each of those teams after defeating them earlier this season. A Farrington win would give a game-and-a-half lead over Moanalua and Kalaheo. The top two seeds from the East and the West get a first-round bye in the OIA playoffs, which start in about 3 weeks. Let's break down the matchups here. Major storylines here for the Governors. Out with 3 of their huge key factor players, Jacob McEnroe, along with Pumbaa Williams and Mason Samisi. All 3 of those guys over in California, Tustin, California, participating in the Polynesian All-American Bowl. McEnroe averages 12 points per game. Pumbaa Williams will give you physical presence and a solid shot blocker. Mason Samisi, more physical presence in the paint, averaging 4.4 points per game. So getting the start tonight will be Seyu Luafa Tasanga, who starts in just his 3rd game this season, a 6'4 junior, looking to add some size and some defensive pressure inside the paint to make up for the losses. A couple of guys that have been shooting the ball hot. Isaiah Smith, averaging 6.2 points per game. Also Van Hugo, averaging 13.8 points per game this season. The other guard, Isaiah Visoria, solid production, 13.8 points per game as well. He's been on fire these last 5 games. He's hit a 3 in each of those 5 games this season. So the outside shot certainly going to be key here for the Governors as they take on a very scrappy Kalaheo team. Initially was undefeated, then had a home game against Roosevelt and played very, very poorly. Their lead scorer, Kupa'a Harrison, got in early foul trouble, had to be taken out of the game, and the youth of this team was really exposed in that one. So they come in here at 4-1. The last time these two teams met, December the 30th, a 68-38 victory here for Farrington. So Kalaheo, led by Kupa'a Harrison, a 6'4 junior. It's the 2nd year in the varsity team. So many accolades for him. We'll talk about that as this night goes on. He's 9th in the state in scoring at 16.2 points per game. Also coming back, Kekai Smith, a 5'11 sophomore. He's actually the nephew of head coach Alika Smith. He did not play in that last meeting against Farrington. So he gets the start. Here tonight for the Mustangs. So the Mustangs come in, as we mentioned, 4-1. 17 OIA titles. They are the defending D1 state champions as well. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll give you the starting lineups and the tip-off here from Kalaheo. It's Farrington and the Mustangs right here on ScoringLive.com at NBC Sports Radio at AM 1500.
Hey, Christina, did you email the report to the client?
Yep, did it this morning.
Thanks.
Okay, first item on the agenda.
Don't forget about the 3 p.m. status meeting.
At UHA, we're nuts about health. UHA is a recognized leader in wellness at work. Switch to a health insurance provider that really cares about your health. UHA, better health, better life.
Hawaii USA's Life Matters Award recognizes high school athletic teams that make positive changes in the life of individuals and organizations throughout Hawaii. Whether it's giving back to the community, serving as role models, inspiring others, or just lending a helping hand to those in need, your team members are actively living Hawaii USA's Life Matters brand. As a recipient of Hawaii's Life Matters Award, your team will be spotlighted for its Life Matters efforts. We will award $500 and a...
Back here in Kalaheo, Felipe Ohastro, along with our great Scoring Live crew. This game being simulcasted on NBC Sports Radio and AM 1500 and ScoringLive.com, your source for Hawaii high school athletics. Kalaheo and Farrington, winner tonight temporarily gets first place in the OIA Red East. Farrington looking to remain unbeaten here, one of only 2 league unbeatens in the OIA, the other being Campbell, who's at 4-0 in the OIA Red West. But another big game that's going on in downtown Honolulu is Punahou versus Marino. That's going to be another game that we're going to be watching as this night goes on. Punahou ranked #1 in the state, trying to avoid a second straight loss after losing to Iolani a few nights ago. Marino, after defeating Iolani, if they can pull off a win tonight against the Buff and Blue, they'll be ranked #1 in the power rankings that come out every Monday on ScoringLive.com. Let's give you the starting lineups here tonight. First for the visiting Governors at 5-0. They'll line up like this. In the front court will be Tua Unutoa, 5'10" junior forward, along with Seu Luafa-Tasanga, a 6'4" junior center. In the backcourt, Isaiah Smith along with Van Hugo and Isaiah Visoria. All of them combined for 33 points per game, led by Alan Silva and his decade-long tenure in Kalaheo. The Mustangs line up like this. Kupa'a Harrison in the front court, the 6'4" junior. He's really been the anchor and the leader here for the Stangs. LJ Barnes, a 5'11" senior forward, will get it the start as well. And the guards tonight, Zach Marotte, a 5'11" freshman, the only freshman starting in this lineup here, along with Dario Del Castillo and Kekai Smith, the nephew of Alika Smith. He's 30 with the program here in Kalaheo, won a Division II championship, followed up with a D1 title. No other coach has achieved that accomplishment. Thomas Yoshida, Alex Miguel, Dan Cota are officials tonight. Kalaheo in the white tops, the white bottoms, and the orange numbers. Farrington in the maroon tops, maroon bottoms, and white numbers. It's Kupa'a Harrison to the left, Luafa-Tasanga to the right. The tip is up, and there's a juggle with the jump ball as it lands up in Luafa-Tasanga's hand, so they'll re-jump. Thomas Yoshida tosses it back up again. The tip is controlled by Farrington, and off we go from Kalaheo. Kalaheo be on defense here as Farrington heads from right to left. Here's Luafa-Tasanga from the elbow. He'll drive inside and lay it up and in on the right block. Got past Harrison, and out of the gate it's 2-0 here. And full court pressure now being applied by the Governors. Smith skips it on the far side. This one goes off the hands of Zach Marotte. We're able to corral it and give it back up top for Smith. Defending D1 state champs on offense here from left to right. It is LJ Barnes on the right angle, feeds it at the top for Marotte, now swings it on the right wing for Del Castillo. 2-0 our score. Kalaheo down. It's Smith right to the rack, and he lays it up and in for two. Right side of the lane. Smith, who averages 14.2 points per game, gets his first deuce tonight, all squared at 2. 7:05 here to go, right to left in the left corner. Here's Isaiah Visoria. Visoria takes it to the wing. They swing it on the right angle for Van Hugo. He's had the hot hand these last few games. He takes the shot from 14 and banks it home. Van Hugo's on the board with his first bucket tonight, 4-2. Governors lead left to right. Here come LJ Barnes and the Stangs to the baseline. His shot from 8 feet, that one's short, and the rebound comes out to Visoria as he takes it across the timeline into the front court to the wing. Almost loses control of it, maintains his dribble, and still has it on the right angle. Feeds it at the top. This is in the hands of Unutoa. On the left side for Van Hugo. Van Hugo goes right at Marotte, puts up the shot from 7 feet. That one no good. Offensive rebound taken by Unutoa, and Barnes able to block him and able to cause a held ball, and the possession arrow is going to favor the Stangs. Against the third meeting between these two teams this season. December 21st, the first meeting, it was a 40-36 victory for the Governors. And then 9 nights later, a 30-point victory for Farrington. They're 2-0 against the Stangs this year. Here's Harrison at the top. He'll fire a three. It's on the way. That one off the heel, no good. Fight for the rebound. It sails out of bounds. And it's going to be ruled off the hands of LJ Barnes for Kalaheo. It'll be Governors' ball. 6:12 here to go. And the Govs lead 4-2. Keys here for the Governors, being shorthanded here. Everything is going to go right to the rim. A lot of youth and a lot of defensive holes in the paint here. What they saw on tape, going to try and expose that here tonight. Working against this man-to-man defense in the far corner. Here's Van Hugo. Swings it to the right side for Luafa-Tasanga. Now drops it into the block. It is intercepted by Marotte. Then he loses the ball. It's on the right wing. It's still loose on the floor. And it is Unutoa able to pick it up. But Unutoa has that pass picked off by Harrison. And a foul is going to be called here as Harrison takes it up the floor. Isaiah Smith gets called for the body bump. Smith picks up his first and the team's first. It'll be Kalaheo Smith to inbound here, the 5'11 sophomore. First year in the varsity team. It's a Kalaheo team that lost 12 seniors out of their 14-man roster from last season. The only returnees, Kupa'a Harrison, along with Alec McLeod, who's not starting tonight, actually not even playing because of a hairline fracture in his shin. Off the inbound pass, here comes Kalaheo Smith. Has it at the top, 45 feet straight away, sings it in the right corner for Del Castillo. Now back up top for Harrison. In the lane, his finger rolls up, no good. The tip in good by Harrison. Harrison's on the board with his first two. Farrington wants to run from right to left. It's Visoria at the top. Swings it on the left side. It's chased down by Van Hugo. He saves it, but it goes into the hands of Kupa'a Harrison on the near sideline into the front court. He drives inside. He had that ball picked away. It's Visoria to snatch it. From right to left, here come the Govs. Visoria to the rim. His shot no good from the left angle. Fight for the rebound. Luafa Tasanga able to get it, and he gets hacked on the way to the rim on the follow-through. He'll go to the line for a pair. It's the second team foul here against the Stangs, and the first on L.J. Barnes, the 5'11 senior. And now timeout's going to be called here by head coach Alan Silva. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take 60 as well. 4:51 here to go. All tied at 4 between the Stangs and the Governors. This ScoringLive's Game of the Week on ScoringLive.com and NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500.
With over 37 years of experience, Kuroda Auto Body in Waipio Gentry offers the best in technology and collision repair. Here at Kuroda Auto Body, we believe in the value of hard work and teamwork to ensure our customers leave with the satisfaction of a job well done. We wish the very best to all of the participating athletes across the state of Hawaii. Dream big and reach for the top. Kuroda Auto Body, where only the very best will do.
Hey, Christina, did you email the report to the client?
Yep, did it this morning.
Thanks.
Okay, first item on the agenda.
Don't forget about the 3 p.m. status meeting.
At UHA, we're nuts about health. UHA is a recognized leader in wellness at work. Switch to a health insurance provider that really cares about your health. UHA, better health, better life.
Felipe Hospital back
Hey,
here
Christina,
inside.
did you email the report to the
Mustang
client?
Gym on
Yep,
the campus
did it
of
this morning.
Kalaheo High
Thanks.
School. Luafa Tasanga was not rude in the act of shooting, so
Hey,
instead
Christina, did you email the report to the
Farrington's got to take it out of bounds, and off the inbounds, Visoria's three in the left corner is blocked by Harrison. They run the fast break from left to right, and it's Moreau on the other end to get an easy two. 6-4, Stangs lead, 4.5 here to go, opening quarter. Right to left, here comes Smith. Smith put it on the deck, gave it underneath for Unutoa, bounced it in the left angle for Visoria. 3 on the way from Hugo, and this one is no good. Offensive rebound taken, though, by Luafa Tasanga. Kicks it on the right side, this is for Smith. Up top now for Visoria. He swings it on the left wing for Van Hugo. Working against his 2-3 Kalaheo zone. In the corner, it's Smith. They feed it underneath for Luafa Tasanga. His kick-out pass is kicked out of bounds. Good hustle there from Kalaheo Smith to smother it. They remain on this end of the floor with the Governors. Governors have won 9 out of their last 10 games. They've won their 8th straight. Haven't lost a game since December the 26th against Kamehameha. Trying to avoid their first loss in league play this season. Right to left they attack. On the angle, here's Visoria. He'll fire 3. That one twice off the tin, no good. Harrison leaping over Unutoa to get the board. Up ahead, this is for Moreau in the far corner. Bounces it inside for a cutting Del Castillo. Back to Moreau at the top. Now for Harrison. They'll go back to Moreau on the left angle, who almost traveled. No whistle blown as Harrison goes left baseline and puts it off the window for 2. Harrison with 4. And it's a 4-point Mustang lead. Right to left, here come the Governors. 8-4, 3:20 here to go. Unutoa bounce pass right side for Smith. Smith, another bounce pass on the right side. This is for Visoria. His 8-foot floater, no good. Off the front of the rim. And Harrison yanks down the board here for Kalaheo. Kalaheo's going to slow things down here. Kalaheo said they wanted to shoot the 3 early. Establish the outside game before attacking inside, especially without Farrington's 2 bigs. Smith's pass is intercepted, picked out of there by Smith. Smith all the way, and he gets blocked. Offensive rebound comes out to Smith, though, and they'll swing on the right angle for Visoria, who skips it over for Van Hugo on the left angle, about 28 feet away, again working against his 2-3 zone. Govs are down 8-4. Here's Hugo, left angle. Smith comes to challenge him. They'll rotate it at the top now for Smith. They bounce it underneath, and it goes right through the legs of Duafa Tasanga, and it goes right into the hands of Kalaheo's L.J. Barnes. And a timeout called here by Kalaheo. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here with 2.5 minutes here to go in this first quarter. And the Mustangs lead 8-4. Again, Farrington Kalaheo, the winner tonight, temporarily gets first place in the OIA Red East. Farrington 5-0, Kalaheo 4-1. They beat Moanalua earlier this season. They own the tiebreaker over them. But each of those teams are tied at 4-1. So a win here tonight for Kalaheo puts them into that #1 position. But another game that we're looking out for here in downtown is #1 Puno, #2 Marino. At the half, it's Puno 33, Marino 30. Puno playing without Daniel Andrews. Suffered a freak knee injury later part of the warm-up session against Iolani. No timetable on when or if he's going to come back, but that's a huge loss here for the Buff and Blue. Currently, it's the Buff and Blue up 3 in that one. Off the inbound, the Stangs have it from left to right. In the right corner, this is Marode. Up top for Kupa'a Harrison, 17 feet away. He'll drive inside, floater with the right hand. This one rattles out. Del Castillo the rebound. His putback no good. Fighting for it, and it comes out to Harrison for Kalaheo. Rotates it right side. This is for Del Castillo. On the left angle, Smith. He'll take 3. That one off the right side of the rim, no good. Rebound, Farrington. It's in the hands of Asoria. And up ahead for Smith across the timeline. Smith with the left hand. Hit the bottom of the backboard. Loose on the floor. And a tie-up called as Marotte and Vasoria make it. Smith got tangled up there. The possession arrow is going to favor Farrington. 8-4 our score. Farrington down 4 here with $1:55 to go in this first quarter. Get our first substitution of the game here. And it'll be Kella Thomas, a 5'10 sophomore, checks in to replace Zach Marotte for Kalaheo. Off the inbound pass, Wapa Tasanga has it. Jump hook from 6 feet away. That one rattled out, no good. Rebound comes out to Kalaheo's Kikai Smith. Smith playing in his 15th game this season. Has it on the right wing, now gives it for Barnes in the right corner. Now for Del Castillo on the right angle, working against this 2-3 zone. It was almost poked away by Visoria. Goes into the hands of Harrison. Left corner, Smith a 3. That one's short. Outside shot not working here for the Stangs. Rebound comes out to Van Hugo, who's running 2-on-1. Back the other way. He goes right to Visoria, and Visoria gets walloped on the way to the rim by Kupa'a Harrison, who picks up his first personal. And the team's second. So Visoria to the line, a 72% free throw shooter in league play, a 70% shooter this season. Averaging about 13.8 points per game. His first free throw's up, and it's short. Now into the game, here comes Mark Dudelau, 5'6 senior. Quick, good ball handler, good facilitator here for the Governors. Second free throw on the way here from Visoria. It is up, and it is good. Visoria splits the pair here. It's a 3-point game. 8-5 Kalaheo, 1:20 here to go first quarter. Left to right, here comes Harrison across the timeline between the rings, skips it near side for Smith. He'll be fronted by Visoria. On the far side for Harrison. He'll leave it for Barnes. 17 feet straight away. Knocked it down. Barnes hits the 2. It's a 10-5 Mustang lead with 55 seconds to go. Governors from right to left. Here's Van Hugo on the left wing. Skips it in the left corner for Visoria. Drops it in for Unutoa, and Unutoa got past Barnes for an easy 2. Good move there from Unutoa in the post. He's on the board tonight. It's a 3-point game. And the Govs cut it within 3, 10-7. 36 seconds here to go opening quarter. Kalaheo can hold for the final shot if they choose to. No shot clock here in Hawaii High School basketball. Here's Harrison. 35 feet left angle. Kicks it into the corner for Thomas. Thomas gets the double. Gets it back to Harrison up top now for Smith. Clock down to 15. Harrison still with it. Now swing it back over to the near side for Smith. Back to the far side for Harrison. We're down to 10 here on the clock. Is Harrison going to go ISO? No, he skipped the near side for Smith. 6 to go on the clock. Smith in the lane. Puts it up with the finger roll. It's good. 12-7 off the inbound. Here's Visoria from three-quarter court. His shot no good. And Smith with a good move inside the paint. Picks up points 3 and 4. It's a 5-point Mustang lead after one. 12-7. Back in 60 as we head to the second. This is OIA Basketball on ScoringLive.com and NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500. Scoring Live is your source for Hawaii high school athletics, bringing you all the action from the OIA, ILH, BIIF, KIF, and the MIL, with constantly updated scores, impacting photos, video highlights, game recaps, player features, and so much more. If you're looking for the best in high school sports, log on to ScoringLive.com. Scoring Live, your source for Hawaii high school athletics.
Hey, Christina, did you email the report to the client?
Yep, did it this morning.
Thanks.
Okay, first item on the agenda.
Don't forget about the 3 p.m. status meeting.
At UHA, we're nuts about health. UHA is a recognized leader in wellness at work. Switch to a health insurance provider that really cares about your health. UHA. Better health, better life.
You want a 30 for the next break, right?
Yes.
This is NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500.
Stangs have the ball here to start us off in the second. They lead 12-7 here, and Kalaheo moves from left to right. Harrison has it left wing. Gives it to Barnes at the left elbow. Had it stripped away. Here's Visoria in the open court. All the way home, an easy 2 for him. Visoria with 3 points tonight. They cut the 5-point Kalaheo lead down to 3, 12-9. 25 seconds into the second quarter. Right angle here, Smith skips it over far side for Harrison. Drops it in for Barnes at the top of the circle. 20 feet straight away, excuse me. Swings it left angle. Here is Harrison. Harrison drives inside, draws a triple team, hands it off right side. His shot is up by Thomas, no good. It's chased down to the far corner by Smith. Leaves it right side, and an easy 2 there for Harrison on a great dish from Smith. Harrison with a game-high 6. Quickly back the other way. Hugo for the Governors tries to lay it up. No good. Harrison gets the rebound. 14-9. Stangs lead by 5. 7 minutes here to go in the second. Near sider Smith. Skips it over up top. Harrison in rhythm for 3. Off the heel, no good. Fight for the rebound. It's yanked out of the air by Duafa Tasanga on the outlet to the far side for Dudalau. Across the timeline, he takes it. Dudalau lofts it. Van Hugo left angle. Route 17 feet. Swings it back up top for Dudalau. Dudalau will call a set place. Van Hugo on a high handoff has it. Top of the circle. Right angle. Here is Unutoa. Big guy that can shoot the 3. He's had 9 of them this season. Been kind of quiet from the perimeter last few games. Visoria swings it for Dudalau. Now right side on the corner for Unutoa. Back to Dudalau. They rotate it around the arc for Van Hugo on the left angle. And we're going to get a foul here against Farrington on the moving screen. This foul is going to be called against Van Hugo. Van Hugo picks up his first personal. Team second. Zach Marotte will come back in here to replace Kella Thomas. Left to right, here come the Stangs with Kekai Smith, Kupa'a Harrison, Dario Del Castillo, LJ Barnes, and Zach Marotte. Here's Barnes, top of the key. Gives it to a cutting Smith right to the rim. His shot is good. Smith with a half dozen points. 16-9. 6 minutes to go. Stangs lead by 7, their largest lead of the game. Van Hugo with it left angle. Up top now for Smith. Swings it in the right corner. This is in the hands of Visoria, and Visoria's pass is kicked out of bounds. Remain on this end of the floor here with the Governors. Governors averaging about 64 points per game. They put up 7 in that first stanza. Right angle, here's a 3 on the way from Visoria. That one off the left side of the rim. Van Hugo with an offensive rebound. Van Hugo from 15, drops it left side. It is almost intercepted by Barnes. Van Hugo still has it. He'll go right at Harrison. His shot no good. Still loose on the floor. It's in the hands of Unutoa. His layup is good. Farrington, more hustle, crashing the glass here, getting second chance opportunities. 16-11, 5:20 here to go. Left to right, here comes Kalaheo. In their white tops and white bottoms, it's Smith on the far side. Swings in the right corner. Marote, a triple. Twice off the tin, no good. Rebound comes out to Hugo on the right block. On the outlet to the far side, it's in the hands of Isaiah Smith. Smith up the floor for Luafa Tasanga. Foul line extended right side. Now they'll give it back up top for Smith. 5 minutes here to go. Governors down 5. Van Hugo left baseline, trying to loft it inside and try to give it off. It ran attacks around, goes back to Van Hugo on the opposite baseline, and he hits the 14-foot J. Van Hugo tonight, 4 points. It's 16-13. Left to right. Here's Barnes. Skips it at the top. It's intercepted. Smith in the open court. And another easy 2 here for Smith. A 7-point lead by Kalaheo. Whittled down to just 1. 30-second timeout. Stangs will take 30 as well. 4:34 here to go. Stangs lead by 1, 16-15. Here on ScoringLive.com and NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500. Scoring Live is your source for Hawaii high school athletics, bringing you all the action from the OIA, ILH, BIIF, KIF, and the MIL, with constantly updated scores, impacting photos, video highlights, game recaps, player features, and so much more. If you're looking for the best in high school sports, log on to ScoringLive.com. Scoring Live, your source for Hawaii high school athletics. Felipe Ojastro, great to have you with us here on AM 1500 and ScoringLive.com. Kalaheo and Farrington battling for first place in the OIA Reddies as the Stangs, the defending D1 state champs, lead at 16-15. 4.5 here to go. It's Harrison on the far side as he takes it up the floor. Skips it over for Del Castillo. Del Castillo works around a pick, pulls up from 13 straight away. This one hit every part of the rim and went down. The 5'10 sophomore's on the board with his first bucket tonight. And quickly, Farrington wants to run from right to left. A traveling violation called here after Unotoa received the pass at the elbow and shuffled the feet a bit. And now Makana Correa will come in. He'll replace Van Hugo. Farrington tonight playing without 3 big players. Jacob McEnroe, who averages 12 a game. Pumbaa Williams, along with Mason Samisi, 2 solid defenders. Not playing tonight, they're on the mainland, playing the Polynesian All-American Bowl. Harrison for the Stangs, drives inside. Gonna get a hand check foul called against the Governors. Makana Correa picks up his first. Pretty good crowd here tonight, about 150 or so. Also, the Kalaheo band is out to the right of our position. Another substitution will come in as J.R. Francisco, 5'10 junior guard / forward, will replace Tua Unotoa. Harrison inbounded here for Kalaheo underneath this bucket to the left side. Harrison has it, swings it up at the top. This is in the hands of Marote. Marote swings it right angle for Kikai Smith. Smith, 28 feet straight away, swings it for Del Castillo. Now on the left angle. Working against Smith. Del Castillo drops it. Harrison left side from 8 feet. His shot no good. Good weak side rebound there. Yanked out of the air by Correa. Up ahead into Visoria. In the paint. Finger roll shot. No good. And the rebound comes out to Kikai Smith. He wants to run the floor. Up ahead for Harrison. Harrison to the rim. Counted and a foul. Foul's going to be called here against Isaiah Visoria. He picks up his first. Harrison with 8 points. He's a 62% free throw shooter this season. In league play, he's 29-37, 78%. Harrison, a 2013 OIA honorable mention last year, knocks in the free throw. And now John Paul Raimundo comes in here for the Governors to replace Isaiah Visoria. So a lot more of the bench players here getting some playing time here. Going to test the depth here of this Farrington team, which can go pretty deep. Up top here, Smith on a high handoff. He gives it to J.R. Francisco, and another high handoff for Raimundo. He'll hand it on the right angle for Smith. On the right wing. In the corner for Correa. They rotated left angle for Francisco. 2-3 zone being applied here. 3:05 to go. 21-15. Govs down 6. Right side, Smith, a 3. No good. Good box out on the rebound taken by Thomas Folk, a 5'10 sophomore, who just checked in. Harrison along with Folk Del Castillo, Smith, and Marotte, the 5 Stangs on the floor. Up top, here's Folk, almost lost it. Swings at right angle. Smith, a 3. Count it. Smith hits his 16th triple this season. First by any team tonight. He has 9. Right side, a 3 on the way from Correa. That one an air ball. This one batted out of bounds on the near corner, and it goes off the hands of J.R. Francisco for Farrington. Stangs ball. 2:31 here to go, 24-15. And a timeout called by Alan Silva. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take 60 seconds. 24-15, Kalaheo leads by 9. And this is OIA basketball at ScoringLive.com and NBC
With
Sports
over 37 years of experience, Kuroda Auto Body in Waipio Gentry offers the best in technology and collision repair. Here at Kuroda Auto Body, we believe in the value of hard work and teamwork to ensure our customers leave with the satisfaction of a job well done. We wish the very best to all of the participating athletes across the state of Hawaii. Dream big and reach for the top. Kuroda Auto Body, where only the very best will do.
Hey, Christina, did you email the report to the client?
Yep, did it this morning.
Thanks.
Okay, first item on the agenda.
Don't forget about the 3 p.m. status meeting.
At UHA, we're nuts about health. UHA is a recognized leader in wellness at work. Switch to a health insurance provider that really cares about your health. UHA, better health, better life.
Back here inside Kalaheo, Felipe Ojastro courtside. Great to have you with us. 24-15, Stangs lead it over the Governors. From left to right, here's Kekai Smith. Smith takes it across the timeline. He'll be guarded heavily by John Paul Raimundo. They swing it on the left angle for Harrison, who has a game-high 9 so far. Up top for Del Castillo, working against this man-to-man D. On the left angle for Folk. Folk almost traveled. Swings it over the right angle for Marotte. Now for Del Castillo on the right baseline. Everything covered. Harrison has it 17 feet away. He'll drive inside. Had it poked from behind by Luafa Tasanga. It's still loose on the floor. It stayed in bounds, and Harrison somehow ends up with it near the half-court stripe on the far side. Del Castillo, bounce pass. Folk a 3. Knocked it down. Just his 4th triple hit this year. Stangs out to their largest lead with 100 seconds to go in the second. 27-15. Right to left. Here comes Farrington. It is Raimundo working against his 2-3 zone. They skip it in the left corner. Here's for Francisco. This one inside and intercepted. Picked out of the air by Marotte. Dropped it right side for Smith. Smith's shot off the window, no good. Too strong. The tip is no good from Marotte. And it's saved, and it sails out of bounds now after J.R. Francisco for Farrington tried to put it home. Was not touched and remain Kalaheo ball. Tua Unutoa checks in here for the Govs. Seoluafa Tasanga comes out. 27-15. Stangs lead by 12 with 1:17 here to go, and they have the ball from left to right. Off the inbound, here's Del Castillo in the far corner. Swings it now on the right wing. This is in the hands of Harrison. You skip it over on the far side. On the angle for Smith, now in the corner for Folk. Up top for Marotte. Marotte now hands it off for Harrison. Harrison likes to go ISO here. Big guy that can shoot the 3, just a junior as well. Hands it off for Smith, who cuts inside the lane, puts up the shot, and an offensive foul called here on Smith. Smith gets picked up for his first personal. Just the 3rd team foul here against the Stangs. We mentioned number 1 versus number 2 going on Clarence T.C. Ching Gym. Punahou leads 44-37 in the 3rd quarter. 51.2 here to go. Remember, this is a Punahou team that's playing without Daniel Andrews, who suffered a knee injury in warm-ups of the game against Iolani. Sort of a freak injury from what we understand. Again, no timetable on when or if he will come back. But it's a big game here for Punahou. When you lose a guy like Daniel Andrews, it sort of opens up the door here for Iolani, who already has a win against Punahou a couple nights ago. Off the inbound pass from right to left, it's J. Paul Raimundo for the Governors. He takes it across the timeline into the front court. Raimundo has it 32 feet straight away. We're down to the final 40 seconds of the second. 27-15. Govs down 12. Here's Smith. Rotates it for Raimundo again. Working against this 2-3 zone again. On the left angle, Unutoa at the elbow. Drives inside. Over Harrison. Puts it home. Unutoa with a half dozen points. That's a team high. 20 seconds to go. Stangs lead by 10, 27-17. Now we're down to 15. The Smith takes it up the floor. Bounce pass on the far side. This is for Harrison. We're down to the 10. Harrison guarded by Unutoa. Harrison makes his move on the left wing. We're down to 5 in the left corner. Del Castillo. Now in the corner for Moreau. It's in the hands of Del Castillo with 1 to go. He's got to put it up. He does. It's off the window. No good. And that's how the first half will end. Governors had a solid lead here. Led by 4. But it was Kalaheo, the outside shot led by Harrison and Kekai Smith to lead the way, each with 9, to give Kalaheo a 10-point lead at the break. 27-17. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with more. This is OIA basketball right here on ScoringLive.com and NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500.
Hawaii USA's Life Matters Award recognizes high school athletic teams that make positive changes in the life of individuals and organizations throughout Hawaii. Whether it's giving back to the community, serving as role models, inspiring others, or just lending a helping hand to those in need, your team members are actively living Hawaii USA's Life Matters brand. As a recipient of Hawaii's Life Matters Award, your team will be spotlighted for its Life Matters efforts. We will award $500 and a Life Matters Award trophy to the winning team's athletic department 3 times during the school year. Please share your team's Life Matters experience and nominate your team today at ScoringLive.com/LifeMatters. That's ScoringLive.com/LifeMatters for the Hawaii USA Life Matters Award.
Aloha everyone, Chad Owens here. And I just got done with another training session here at Hawaii Self Storage, the only place where I train and store.
With over 37 years of experience, Kuroda Auto Body in Waipio Gentry offers the best in technology and collision repair. Here at Kuroda Auto Body, we believe in the value of hard work and teamwork to ensure our customers leave with the satisfaction of a job well done. We wish the very best to all of the participating athletes across the state of Hawaii. Dream big and reach for the top. Kuroda Auto Body, where only the very best will do.
Hey, Christina, did you email the report to the client?
Yep, did it this morning.
Thanks.
Okay, first item on the agenda.
Don't forget about the 3 p.m. status meeting.
At UHA, we're nuts about health. UHA is a recognized leader in wellness at work. Switch to a health insurance provider that really cares about your health. UHA. Better health, better life.
Scoring Live is your source for Hawaii high school athletics, bringing you all the action from the OIA, ILH, BIIF, KIF, and the MIL, with constantly updated scores, impacting photos, video highlights, game recaps, player features, and so much more. If you're looking for the best in high school sports, log on to ScoringLive.com. Scoring Live, your source for Hawaii high school athletics. Scoring Live is your source for Hawaii high school athletics, bringing you all the action from the OIA, ILH, BIIF, KIF, and the MIL, with constantly updated scores, impacting photos, video highlights, game recaps, player features, and so much more. If you're looking for the best in high school sports, log on to ScoringLive.com. Scoring Live, your source for Hawaii high school athletics.
Listen to NBC
NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500 on your computer, tablet, or phone. Just visit NBCSportsRadioHawaii.com. Hear the Dan Patrick Show, Hawaii News Now, the best of high school sports, McNabb and Malone, John Stashour, and more. Online at NBCSportsRadioHawaii.com. Online at NBCSportsRadioHawaii.com.
Here we go.
This is NBC Sports Radio.
Are you there?
On AM 1500.
Back here inside Kalaheo. 27-17 at the break between the 4-1 Mustangs and the 5-0 fourth-ranked Farrington Governors. The Governors team that's only lost twice this season. Their last loss December the 26th against Kamehameha 72-61. Farrington trying to get back into the title picture. They've won 3 OIA titles. Their last one 3 years ago, 2011. Right now, they're in a 10-point hole here, 27-17. Kekai Smith here has led the way here for the Mustangs. Quick penetrator, get into the cup, get easy buckets, 11 points for him, 7 points for Kupa'a Harrison, who's sort of really established more of a defensive presence inside the paint. He's been blocking really anything that comes near him. Farrington did a good job of crashing the glass, getting some offensive rebounds. Haven't been able to cash in on second chance points. Tua Unutoa leads the way here for the Governors. He has 6 points, 4 points put in by Van Hugo. Those are the 2 league scores for each of those 2 teams. Again, a win tonight will put that team at the top of the Red East Division at the moment. We're at the midway point of this regular season. A win tonight for Kalaheo would really control their own destiny, because with Farrington and Moanalua, each of the 2 and 3 spots, Kalaheo owns a win over each of those 2 teams, so they own the tiebreaker should they hang on to this 10-point lead. And this is a vastly different Kalaheo team than the previous 2 meetings. A 4-point loss against Farrington in the Punahou Invitational on the 21st of December, and then on December the 30th, a 68-38 drubbing delivered by Farrington. And that was a game that Kalaheo didn't have Kekai Smith. Took a family trip, a young sophomore, a good shooter, one of the young leaders on this team, going to be groomed into someone very special as he gets older. But Kupa'a Harrison has been driving the ship here. He's had double figures in 15 of the last 17 games this season. 3 of those games he scored more than 20. It's the lowest output so far in this first half here for Harrison. He only has 7 at the break. Farrington did a good job of attacking the rack. Didn't knock down their outside shots. Had a lot of open threes from Isaiah Smith, Van Hugo, Isaiah Visoria. We talked about each of those 3 players at the top of the broadcast. They combined for 33 points. For the first 16 minutes, they've combined for just 7 first half points, needing more production out of those 3. And again, this is a team that's playing without Jacob McEnroe, along with their 2 bigs underneath, Pumba Williams and Mason Samisi. 3 of them combined average another 22 points together. So Farrington short-handed a little bit, even though they have a pretty deep roster, haven't been able to get some production off the bench in the first 16 minutes. We talked about how important this game was. Another important game going down in the ILH. Number 1 Punahou and number 2 Marino. Again, Marino had a victory over Iolani, a game that you heard here on ScoringLive.com. But right now it is Punahou in the 4th quarter who leads 53-43. As Caleb Gilmore has 15 points up until this point. Josh Burnett has dropped in 9. Kamakani Winquist has 7 points in that one. Daniel Andrews, who initially wasn't listed to play because of his freak knee injury, has actually played in that game. He's got 10 points in that one. Cam leads the way here for Punahou as he's dropped in 17. So a win tonight for Punahou would sort of solidify themselves as the number 1 team you would imagine, despite losing to Iolani. It's very tough with 1, 2, and 3 at this point because of just how close they are. Because Iolani lost to Marino, Punahou beat Marino, Punahou lost to Iolani. So now you have this whole cluster, this whole cycle of each team beating each other once. So we'll see how the voters turn out Monday night when the ScoringLive Power Rankings come out. We'll take one more timeout. When we come back, we'll have the start of the third quarter here. At the half, it's Kalaheo 27, Farrington 17. This is OIA Basketball on ScoringLive.com and NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500.
Hey, Christina, did you email the report to the client?
Yep, did it this morning.
Thanks.
Okay, first item on the agenda.
Don't forget about the 3 p.m. status meeting.
At UHA, we're nuts about health. UHA is a recognized leader in wellness at work. Switch to a health insurance provider that really cares about your health. UHA, better health, better life.
Oh, I see.
Who else will be coaching? Chad EK for high schoolers and Leonard Peters handles the youth.
You even have Keiki in parent classes, too.
That's right. Visit HawaiiSpeedandQuickness.com for details. I'd like to thank Jamba Juice and Pepsi for their support.
Jump higher, run faster, get better with Hawaii Speed and Quickness.
10 seconds
Visit
less than that.
HawaiiSpeedandQuickness.com.
5 seconds.
You're listening to NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500.
Back here in Kalaheo, start of the third quarter. Farrington will have it here to start us off. In the lane, Smith leaves it for Luapatasanga. His shot from 8 feet is no good. The rebound comes out to Unutoa. His putback high off the window. That one no good. They fight for the rebound. Barnes and Unutoa get tangled. And the held ball possession arrow is going to favor the Mustangs. Into the game here now for the Governors, J.R. Francisco. He'll replace Van Hugo. Felipe El Hostro. Scuba Steve back in the NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500 studios. Our great crew here in Kalaheo. So great to have you with us here tonight. 7:34 here to go. 27-17. Stangs lead by 10. They move from right to left. Here comes the full court pressure by the Governors. Harrison lofts it near side for Smith across the timeline. He has it on the left angle. Smith along with Harrison, Del Castillo, along with Barnes and Moreau, the 5 on the floor here for the Stangs. Up top, Del Castillo, right side for Moreau, now in the corner for Smith. They drop it in for Harrison. Wide open Del Castillo, who got hacked on the way to the rim. He'll go to the line for a pair. And the foul's going to be called here against J.R. Francisco. He picks up his first personal and the team's first of this second half. 7:11 here to go. Into the line will be Dario Del Castillo, who is 11 of 14 shooting free throws this year, 16 of 30 overall. And 11 of 14 is in league play, 79%. First one is up and good. Del Castillo has scored in every game this season, playing in his 18th game. That's his first made free throw since January the 4th against Roosevelt. Second free throw up and good. He has 4 tonight, 29-17. This ties Kalaheo's largest lead of the game. Left to right, here come the Governors. Up top, it's Isaiah Smith. Luapatasanga wants it at the free throw line. He's not going to get it as Smith swings at right angle for Visoria. Visoria guarded by Smith, now into the right corner. Skipped out into the right block for Unutoa, and Unutoa got hacked from behind. Came up limping a little bit there. Seems to be okay, though. Foul's going to be called here against L.J. Barnes, his second. Team's first of this half. Unutoa to the line, who is 62% shooting the free throw. 31 of 50 this season. First free throw is up, and this one is pure. All net. Unutoa with 7 points. Big physical defender, not afraid of contact, and shoot the 3 well. He's at 9 threes this season. Second free throw up and good. Back to a 10-point deficit here for the Governors. 29-19, the full court pressure still being applied. Off the inbound, Harrison gets it. Back to Smith in the far corner. Smith, the trap comes in. Bounces it for Del Castillo. Del Castillo swings it right side. Here's Smith on the wing. Smith drives inside, feeds it over the head of Harrison. It ricochets around for Barnes. Left side, Moreau, a deep 2, and Moreau hits it. He's got 4. 31-19, left to right. Here come the Governors. Up and under shot, no good by Visoria as it's swatted out of bounds. Good job there from Barnes and Harrison to make the tag team block. 6:23 to go. It's Visoria to inbound it. He'll feed it at the top for Smith. Working against his 2-3 zone. On the right angle, here's Francisco. Now on the block, Unutoa right at Harrison. Got right past him and put it home. 10 points for him. His 5th double-figure performance this season for Unutoa. 31-21, Stangs with the ball and the lead with 6 minutes here to go in the third. Here's Smith, left wing. Down the corner for Del Castillo. Looks around a screen, gives at the top for Harrison. Harrison working against a very quick Visoria, who had it taken away. Francisco all the way to the rim and lays it up and in. Francisco displaying in his 10th game this season. Puts in his first points tonight. It's an 8-point game. Barnes, far corner, pulls up from 15. Count it. Barnes, silky smooth on the touch. Not bad for the first-year varsity player. He's got 4 tonight. It's a 10-point game, 33-23. Farrington wants to force the tempo. Inside the paint, Unutoa has his pass tied up with Marode and causes a hell ball. It stays on this end of the floor here with the Governors. Francisco will inbound it underneath his bucket to the right side. Up top, it's intercepted. Smith takes it away. Up ahead for Marone on the right side. Back to Smith. Left angle puts it home. Game high 13 here for Kikai Smith. His 7th double-figure performance this season. It's back to 12. 35-23. 5:05 to go. Smith at the top. On the left elbow, this is for Luapatasanga. Back to Smith. 30 feet straight away. Now for Unutoa in the left part of the free throw line. Right side rising up. It's Visoria. His shot no good. Weak side rebound. Luapatasanga. His putback no good. It's one of the things we talked about at the break. Second chance opportunities not being able to cash in here for the Governors. Left angler Smith in the corner. Marode fakes the 3. Now swings it right angle for Smith. Now for Del Castillo. Del Castillo's open. Didn't take the 3. Barnes has in the corner up top for Harrison. Kalaheo's going to milk some clock here. They lead by 12. Here's Harrison. Left elbow, puts it up. Shot no good. He got hacked on the wrist. Luapatasanga is going to be called for his first personal foul. And the team's second. So to the line will be Harrison, who has 7 points tonight. 62% free throw shooter, 1 of 1 tonight, and he misses the first. Van Hugo will come in. He'll replace J.R. Francisco. Kupa'a Harrison, a 4.0 GPA. He's 9th in the state in points per game, averaging 16.2 a contest. Playing his 18th game this year. His second free throw is up and good. He's got 8 tonight. And it's a 13-point game. 36-23, 4:20 to go, left to right. Here come the Governors. Van Hugo, left wing. Farrington in the maroon tops and maroon bottoms. Working with Smith at the top of the circle. Right side, Van Hugo got fouled and got the bucket. And a chance for a 3-point play for the 5'10 senior. Foul's going to be called here against Dario Del Castillo, who's picked up his first personal, the team's second. Van Hugo to the line. Van Hugo, a 68% free throw shooter. It's up and it's good. He has 7 tonight. Full court pressure applied here by the Governors as they move it up the floor. Del Castillo has it for the Stangs on the near sideline. Hands it off for Harrison. The half-court trap comes. It frees up Del Castillo at the top. Swings it on the right side. And now in the corner for Barnes. Working against his really stretched 2-3 zone. Up top here is Harrison. And a foul called here against Van Hugo. Got a little too close to Harrison. They're called for the hand check. So he picks up his second and the team's third. Harrison to inbound on the far side. He'll toss it to the backcourt for Smith. Now on the left angle for Marode. Marode had his pass blocked away by Visoria, and a foul's going to be called here against Marode as he used the forearm to sort of facepalm Visoria, and a foul's going to be called on him. So Marode picks up his first and the team's third. With 3:40 here to go, Governors down 10, 36-26. Left side, here's Unutoa on the elbow. He'll drive inside. Kick out right angle. Van Hugo with three. Off the back iron, no good. Unutoa, the offensive glass. Crashes the boards. Van Hugo rotates it for Smith. Now on the left side, a three is blocked. Visoria had it blocked by Smith. Maintained possession though. Bounced it off his foot on the near side. It's saved by Smith for Visoria. Back to Smith on the right wing. Now for Unutoa, right baseline. They go back to Smith, right wing. 3:05 to go, 36-26. Govs down 10. They swing it around the arc, left side for Visoria. Up top, Van Hugo. They go right side for Smith. Smith drives inside, and a blocking foul call. A lot of contact there. It'll go to the line for a pair as Kupa'a Harrison picks up his second personal. Isaiah Smith, so quick. It's a great first step. Smith will go to the line. Scoreless tonight. Smith has scored in all but 2 games this year. 17 of the 19 played heading into tonight. This is his 20th game. The 5'10 senior had 8 points in the last meeting against Kalaheo on December the 30th. And he scored 22 points versus Marino in overtime, a game that we had on ScoringLive.com, to knock off the Spartans. We'll give you a final score from Punahou in just a bit. Punahou takes on Marino. In the meantime, it is Smith to the line. His first free throw's up, and it rattles in. Final score here, Punahou 63, Marino 52. So Punahou avoids back-to-back losses here. Knocks off the number 2 ranked Spartan. Second free throw, no good. Offensive rebound, yanked down by Unutoa, and a tie-up. Tim and Barnes have been fighting for the ball almost on every possession here. The possession arrow is going to favor Kalaheo. 36-27, 2:53 here to go. The Stangs lead by 9 here. Kupa'a Harrison, Zach Moreau, Kekai Smith, Dario Del Castillo, LJ Barnes, the 5 on the floor here for Kalaheo. Smith receives the inbound pass, takes it to the far side to hand it off for Harrison, skips it over for Del Castillo. Bounce pass near side for Smith across the timeline, now for Moreau in the left corner. The double comes over, and he has it stripped away. Taken out of his hands by Visoria on the left angle, right to the rim, counted on a foul. Lika Smith very upset here. And Harrison picks up his third. And now Thomas will come in to replace Moreau. Visoria with 5 points tonight can try and convert this 3-point play and make it a 6-point game. That was a triple whammy there for Kalaheo. You give up the turnover, and then you get the bucket and a chance to make it a 3-point play as Visoria's shot is no good, and then Harrison picks up his 3rd foul. 3 big things there on that one play. Harrison on the outlet to the near side for Smith. He's guarded by the very quick Isaiah Smith. Kekai Smith rather, drops it in. This one into the hands of Kella Thomas and had poked away by Isaiah Smith. And remain on this end of the floor here with the Stangs. Alan Silva, not too happy about that call. Harrison off the inbound, underneath his bucket, feeds it at the top, 30 feet straight away. Catching it is Kekai Smith. Smith, the nephew here of Alika Smith, and Smith gets called for an offensive foul as Unutoa creates the charge. Unutoa did a great job. Maybe a flop, maybe not, but Unutoa did a good job there to maintain position and draw the foul here on Smith. So Smith picks up his second. That's the team's 6. This is key here because in the final 10 minutes and 15 seconds, Farrington will be in the bonus in a 7-point game. Officials are wiping up the perspiration on the court. 2:15 here to go. Kekai Smith, even though he picked up his second, pretty well here tonight for the Stangs. Has dropped in a game-high 13. Unutoa's turned it on a little bit here. Only player in double figures for the Governors. He has 10. Off the inbound, Van Hugo has it. As he takes up the floor on the right angle. Now gives on the far side for Visoria. In the corner, Isaiah Smith. Drops it in for Luafatasanga. Skips it over right side. Visoria drops it underneath. Unutoa's shot is good from 5 feet away. Unutoa a dozen tonight. That ties his season high. 36-31. This 13-point Kalaheo lead is whittled down to 5. Harrison for the Stangs in the lane. Gets fouled on the way to the rim. Chance to earn some points the hard way from the charity stripe. Zach Marode picks up his second. It's a 17 foul here. Or beg your pardon, the 14 foul, excuse me, I should say. Kalaheo with 16 fouls as Harrison's free throws up and good. Harrison tonight 3 of 4 from the line. He's got 9 points. Harrison with this made free throw can score in double figures for the 16th game this season. It's up. It is good. 38-31 left to right with 100 seconds here to go in the third. Driving inside with Smith, but it's intercepted by Harrison. Harrison for Kai Smith on the far side. He had it taken away by Isaiah Smith. From left to right, here's Van Hugo with the left hand. His shot no good. Offensive rebound yanked down by Unutoa, and they'll reset. 1:20 here to go. It's a 7-point game. Doves down, 38-31. Right side three, Visoria. Off the heel, no good. Kai Smith the rebound for the Stangs. Kai Smith bounce pass near side. This is for Del Castillo. I'll swing it up top. This is in the hands of Kupa'a Harrison, the OIA All-Star from last season. Has it right elbow, drops it for Barnes. Right side from 17. Got it. That's Barnes' range. Timeout call here by Kalaheo. 56.9 to go. We'll take 60. 40-31. Stangs lead by 9. And this is OIA basketball on ScoringLive.com and NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500.
Hello everyone, Chad Owens here, and I just got done with another training session here at Hawaii Self Storage, the only place where I train and store.
Scoring Live is your source for Hawaii high school athletics, bringing you all the action from the OIA, ILH, BIIF, KIF, and the MIL, with constantly updated scores, impacting photos, video highlights, game recaps, player features, and so much more. If you're looking for the best in high school sports, log on to ScoringLive.com. Scoring Live, your source for Hawaii high school athletics.
10 seconds. This is KHKA Honolulu, NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500 and NBCSportsRadioHawaii.com.
56.9 here to go in the third quarter. Stangs lead 40-31. Governors have the ball here from left to right. Undefeated Governors at 5-0 in league play, taking on the 4-1 Stangs. Winner tonight gets first place in the OIA Reddies temporarily at the halfway mark of the season. In the right corner, here's Visoria. Bounces it, right block. It is Luafatasanga with a great move to get past Harrison. He knocks in the basket. He has 4 tonight. Half minute here to go in the third. Saints can hold for the final shot if they choose to. They lead by 7. And a blocking foul called here against Isaiah Smith. And Smith punched the ball out of the hands of Harrison, who had it. And he's got a warning here from Thomas Yoshida. Isaiah Smith picks up his second here. It's the team's 5th. 26.6 here to go. Harrison to inbound it on the far side, about 40 feet away from the cup. Gives him to the backcourt for Smith. Smith takes it across the timeline. Had it stolen away by Visoria. Behind the back dribble. Leaves it for Smith. Layup good on the right block. 40-35. Smith with his first bucket tonight. Right to left, here come the Stangs. It's Harrison at the half-court stripe. And a foul called here with 7.2 to go. They're going to call this one on Smith again. Wow. That's the 16th foul here. Smith picks up his third. And with 7.2 here to go. It'll be Smith to inbound it here. 2 quick fouls here for Smith. That could be big down the stretch. Harrison has 3 fouls of his own for Kalaheo. 2 things to watch out for as this night goes on. Off the inbound, here's Harrison, right wing. We're down to 5. Harrison in the lane. Floater. Tough shot. No good. Van Hugo gets the rebound. Ripped away. Put up the 2. This one is no good by Thomas from 14 feet on the left baseline. That's the end of the third. Kalaheo led by as many as 13. Farrington has fought back and cut the deficit down to 5 as we head to the fourth. Kalaheo 40, Farrington 35, and this is OIA Basketball at ScoringLive.com and NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500.
Hey, Christina, did you email the report to the client?
Yep, did it this morning.
Thanks.
Okay, first item on the agenda.
Don't forget about the 3 p.m. status meeting.
At UHA, we're nuts about health. UHA is a recognized leader in wellness at work. Switch to a health insurance provider that really cares about your health. UHA, better health, better life.
Impacting photos, video highlights, game recaps, player features, and so much more. If you're looking for the best in high school sports, log on to ScoringLive.com.
10 seconds.
Scoring Live, your source for Hawaii high school athletics.
You're listening to NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500.
40-35. Mustangs lead here as we head to the fourth. Felipe Ojastro along with our great Scoring Live crew. Scuba Steve back in the AM 1500 studios. Governors have it from left to right to start us off in the quarter. Here's Luafa Tasanga's shot. This is no good from 12 feet on the left wing, and the rebound comes out to Smith. 40-35. The 40 points put up by Kalaheo is the most points that they put up in the 3 meetings that they've met so far against Farrington. 3 on the way from Smith from the left corner, no good. This ball sails out of bounds on the far side, and it goes off the hands of Kella Thomas. And it'll be Farrington ball. Zach Marotte comes in. Kella Thomas comes out. Unotoa bounces it into play for Smith. Smith picked up 2 quick fouls in the late part of that third quarter. Smith across the timeline, swings at left angle for Isaiah Visoria. Now on the right wing for Van Hugo. Van Hugo tonight with 7 points. Swings it right corner for Smith. Smith trying to dump it in, and it's intercepted. Del Castillo takes it away. Another turnover here for the Governors. Up ahead is Marotte. Now for Smith. Smith in the lane, and he gets fouled on the way to the cup. This one is going to go against Isaiah Visoria, who picks up his second. It is the team 7. So now both of these teams in the bonus in the final 7-0-7 here in the fourth. Kind of like a clean block there from Visoria. Visoria sort of having palms facing the roof here. 2 shots coming up for Kikai Smith, who is a 67% free throw shooter. 13 points tonight for him. If you're just joining us, Punahou beat Marino 63-52. The first free throw gets knocked in here for Smith. Spartans pulled within 7 points with about 43.5 seconds left to play. Was not enough, though, as Punahou ended up winning by 11. Second free throw up and good by Smith. He's got a game-high 15 tonight, 42-35. The deficit 7 here for the Governors as they have it from left to right. Up top, Van Hugo swings it left side, Visoria. They whip it inside for Unotoa. His floater off the heel, no good. Rat-a-tats around, sails out of bounds. And it'll be Mustang ball. There's so many easy opportunities here for Farrington. Unable to take advantage of them, though. It's been one of the big differences here tonight because they've been dominating the glass. And Harrison's inbound pass is intercepted by Hugo. Hugo takes it in for an easy 2. 9 for him. Back to a 5-point game. 6:40 to go. Full court pressure being applied here. Smith goes up ahead for Barnes. Now for Harrison on the far side. Harrison, right wing, pulls up from 12 feet. Hits it. Harrison so smooth on his shot. He's got a dozen. Left to right, quickly back the other way. Vasoria's up and under, shots no good. It's in the hands of Unutola, the offensive rebound. Blocked by Harrison. Harrison able to snatch that out of the air. Full court pass for Barnes. Barnes attacks the rack. A lot of contact, no foul called. Unutola gets the rebound. Up ahead from left to right, here come the Governors. 6:05 to go, right corner. Smith goes baseline. Head, that shot blocked by Harrison. Smith able to save it. Up top for Van Hugo. And a foul called here against the Stangs. What an exchange. This foul is going to be called against Kekai Smith, who picks up his third. And Alika Smith is letting Tommy Yoshida knows what he thinks of him. That's a 17 foul here on the Stangs. Van Hugo will go to the line here. He's got 9 points tonight. Van Hugo, who last year averaged about 7.6 points per game, was an 84% free throw shooter. His numbers have dipped down this year, 68%. Of course, freshman year actually lived over in California before transferring over to Farrington. Van Hugo with 7 double-figure games this season to get this free throw. 5:58. Not only will make it a 6-point game, he'll get double-figure game number 8. Now the officials are talking about something here. We're going to make it a 1-and-1 free throw here for Van Hugo. 5'10" senior guard. 9 to the left, free throw is up. Good. 10 tonight here for Van Hugo. It's a 44-38 game now. Governors within 6. Second free throw up. It is good. 44-39, 5:58 here to go. Harrison to inbound, feeds it for Smith. Back to Harrison on the far side, rat-a-tat-ted around. It went into the hands of Isaiah Smith, but as Isaiah made contact with the ball, he stepped on the baseline. It'll remain Mustang ball. Man, this full court pressure defense. It has stifled Kalaheo in this second half. Got a tough time trying to break it. Harrison got to inbound it, does so. The trap comes in. It's given to Marot on the far side as he takes it across the timeline. Guarded by Basorias. Marot feeds it for a cutting Harrison right to the rim. Lace it up and in. Easy bucket there for Harrison. He's got 14 tonight. It's back to a 7-point game. 46-39, 5:35 here to go. Here is Luafa Tasanga. Drops it right side. Isaiah Smith puts up the shot. No good. Barnes gets the rebound here for the Stangs. The trap comes again. They'll give it on the far side for Smith. Marot's open. He has it left angle. Puts it up. No good. And it comes back out to Marot. And a timeout called here by Kalaheo. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take 60 seconds. 46-39. 5:19 here to go. The Stangs.
Hawaii USA's Life Matters Award recognizes high school athletic teams that make positive changes in the life of individuals and organizations throughout Hawaii. Whether it's giving back to the community, serving as role models, inspiring others, or just lending a helping hand to those in need, your team members are actively living Hawaii USA's Life Matters brand. As a recipient of Hawaii's Life Matters Award, your team will be spotlighted for its Life Matters efforts. We will award $500 and a Life Matters Award trophy to the winning team's athletic department 3 times during the school year. Please share your team's Life Matters experience and nominate your team today at ScoringLive.com/Life Matters. That's ScoringLive.com/Life Matters for the Hawaii USA Life Matters Award.
When you care enough to use only the very best in auto parts, CarQuest.
This is NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500.
5:19 here to go in the fourth. 46-39. Kalaheo leads it over Farrington, trying to hand Farrington their first loss in league play. Kalaheo with the ball, attacking from right to left. Here's Smith off the inbound, who swings it right for Kupa'a Harrison, who's got 14 tonight. Back to Smith. Left angle 3. Got it! Smith hits his second triple tonight. It's a game-high 18, and Farrington turns over the ball courtesy of Van Hugo on the opposite end. 49-39. Mustangs with possession now from right to left. Every bucket, Coach Alan Silva has won at his Governors. Throwing quickly back the other way as Harrison gets tripped up by Unutoa as he tried to attack the rim. A foul called here against Unutoa. It'll be his second. You know, really, it's good strategy here for the Governors because they, for the most part, look like they're the more athletic team here. But just in fast break situations, have been able to knock in the easy buckets. Isaiah Smith comes in for Mark Dudelau. Harrison. 14 points here. Go to the line as the officials wipe up the perspiration on the floor with 4:55 here to go in regulation. Again, Farrington is 5-0. Kalaheo's in second at 4-1. Moanalua is at 4-1. Kalaheo owns the tiebreaker over Moanalua after knocking them off game 1 of the season. So win tonight at the halfway mark of the regular season would give the winning team sole possession of first place in the Red East. First free throw up and good from Harrison. Top 6 make it to the OIA playoffs. Top 2 from each division get that all-important first round bye. Second free throw up from Harrison is good. Harrison is lights out. He's got 16 tonight. And it's a 12-point game. 51-39, 4:50 here to go. Left to right, here comes Farrington. Timeout called here by the Governors. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take 60 as well. 51-39, the Stangs lead by 12 with 4:48 here to go. And this is OIA basketball here on ScoringLive.com and NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500.
Scoring Live is your source for Hawaii high school athletics, bringing you all the action from the OIA, ILH, BIIF, KIF, and the MIL, with constantly updated scores, impacting photos, video highlights, game recaps, player features, and so much more. If you're looking for the best in high school sports, log on to ScoringLive.com. Scoring Live, your source for Hawaii high school athletics.
Hello everyone, Chad Owens here, and I just got done with another training session here at Hawaii Self Storage, the only place where I train and store.
You're on.
Farrington has the ball out of the timeout. 4:45 to go. Left to right they attack. Van Hugo up top triple. That went off the rim, off the backboard, no good. Fight for the rebound. Smith has it. Back up top for Van Hugo. Touch pass left side. Visoria triple try. Got it. Visoria hits the three. He has 8 tonight. It's his 10th triple this season. 51-42. 4:25 here to go. It's a 9-point game. Stangs lead. They have the ball from right to left. Marotte, far side. Bounce it. Barnes from 17, right corner. That one short. Rebound comes out to Visoria, left to right. It's 3-on-2 from left to right. Visoria up, no good on the layup. It's tipped around. Isaiah Smith gets the offensive rebound. Smith, left side, up top Van Hugo, right side for Visoria. Put it on the deck, almost lost it. Has it baseline now, right to the rim. Gets fouled. He'll go to the line for a pair. And it's going against Harrison, who picks up his 4th. And that's big here. 51-42 here. Harrison picked up his 3rd. About 2.5 to go in the 3rd. Picks up his 4th with 4:01 here to go in the 4th. And this is what the Governors lead needed. Clock stops. Chance to add some points on the board. Cut into this 9-point deficit. Sawyer tonight 1 of 3 from the line, however. Free throw is up and good. The 8th team foul, by the way, here for the Stangs. We're with 9 tonight. Second free throw is up, and this one off the heel, no good. Rebound, Harrison. Harrison from right to left, swings it near side for Kai Smith. Smith across the half-court stripe. Swings it left corner, this is for Barnes. 51-43 here with 3:50 to go. Harrison put it on the deck on the left wing. Inside the lane now, kick out right corner. Morota three. That one no good. Rat-a-tat-tat around. Smith caught it in midair and stuck it back home. 20 tonight for Smith. 53-43, 3.5 to go. Foul here by foul on Van Hugo. This one's going to go against Kalaheo, and it's against Kai Smith. Now Kai Smith has 4. So Smith with 4, Harrison with 4, 3:31 to go. It's a 19 foul here against the Mustangs. And that'll be Van Hugo to the line. Free throws up and good. (53-54). And Hugo with 11 tonight. Second free throw is up. This one no good. Got to knock down the free throws. Could not do it. 53-44. It's a 9-point game. Up ahead, here's Barnes on the left angle for Kalaheo. Try to feed it for Harrison. Almost took him on the bounce, but a good job by Harrison to snatch it. Left corner. 3 on the way from Smith. That one rattled out. Offensive rebound, Del Castillo. He's been quiet all night. Gets an easy 2. It's an 11-point game, 55-44, 3 minutes to go. Left side here, Smith. Up top, Van Hugo. Fakes the 3, drives inside. His shot good. In the lane, Van Hugo with a soft touch. He has 13 now. Back to 9. 55-46, 2:45 to go. Stangs lead. They move from right to left, and the ball is stolen away off the inbound. Taken by Loafa Tasanga, and they'll have it off for Smith. Every possession critical here now for the Governors. Trying to remain unbeaten in league play. 5-0 heading into tonight. Up top, Van Hugo. Left side, Smith, a 3. Got it! Smith hits the triple, and just like that, it's a 6-point game with 2:20 to go. The trap in the corner for Smith. He goes up ahead for Del Castillo on the left wing. Now up top for Harrison. Harrison's been dynamite from the free throw line. Isaiah Smith comes to harass him. And Harrison in the lane, lost the ball, and a whistle called, and a foul going to be called as Smith got called for the kick. Everyone thought it was going to be a foul. That's a good call. Alex Miguel had the best angle of it. The ball was jabbed from behind by Smith, and then fighting for it. Went off his right foot and remained Kalaheo ball. 2:06 here to go, 55-49. Harrison to inbound it underneath his bucket to the right side. Harrison for Del Castillo in the far corner. They'll rotate it up top for Morot. Now left side, this is for Smith. Top of the circle, in the lane. Smith right to the rim. His shot too strong. Rebound Farrington, down 6, 1:55 to go. In the lane, a blocking foul called as Francisco took it to the rim. And it's on Kupa Harrison, and Harrison is gone. That is huge here. Harrison finishes the night with 16 points. J.R. Francisco to the line. The 5'10 junior, who just has 2 points tonight. First trip to the line. He's only 5 of 10 this year from the stripe. With 1:50 to go, can make it a 4-point game. Into the game for Kalaheo, Thomas Folk, a 5'10 sophomore. And you lose a 6'4 junior, Kupa'a Harrison, who had 16 tonight. And the first free throw's up and no good. Timeout called by Alan Silva. It'll be a full timeout. So we'll take 60 seconds as well. Oh, beg your pardon. It'll be a 30-second timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here. With 1:50 here to go, it's 55-49. This game had so many ebbs and flows. Kalaheo's largest lead was 13. Farrington came and fought back, came within 5 to start off this fourth period. It was 27-17 at the half, Kalaheo. Harrison is very upset on the bench right now. He sort of isolated himself and very frustrated, throwing the towel right to some of the chairs. That's a gigantic loss here, not just offensively, but you lose your best free throw shooter. You lose a defensive presence as well. Farrington has won 8 straight games, won 9 of the last 10. Trying to avoid their first loss since December the 26th. Still a lot more basketball to be played with 1:50 to go. The Farrington faithful that have made the trip from Kalaheo trying to get behind their hometown Governors. Francisco has the ball in his hand. Second free throw. It's up and good. 3 points tonight here for Francisco. It's a 5-point game with 1:50 to go. And let's see if we're going to get a whistle here. We're going to get a delay of game warning here against Francisco. I think he took the ball and moved it away from the inbounder here, which was Del Castillo. Del Castillo will inbound it here. Full court pressure being applied. Remember, no Kupa'a Harrison on the floor after he fouled out of the game. Del Castillo bounces in for Moreau. The trap comes, and a foul call here. This one is going to be called against J.R. Francisco. And Alan Silva very unhappy with that call. Francisco picks up his second. It is the team's 9th. And now Zach Moreau will go to the line, who's 16 of 25 this season, 64%. Has 4 points tonight. First trip to the line tonight. He's been 8 of 11 in the last 4 games, shooting from the free throw line. First free throw up, no good on the 1-and-1. Rebound, Visoria. Up ahead, Isaiah Smith on the near sideline. Smith back up top, Visoria. Right side for Smith. The final 100 seconds here of the fourth. Right side, Isaiah Smith wants to work inside against the 2-3 zone. Everything covered. Dan Hugo has at the top. Drives inside. Floater good. 3-point game. 90 seconds to go. And a foul call here of Francisco. Off the inbound. Bumped right into Kekai Smith. And that was the right call there. Francisco needs to be a little bit more aware of the situation here. A 1-possession game. And it's 2 free throws now for Kekai Smith, with 2 of 2 from the line tonight for the 5'11 sophomore. First free throw up and good. That's big. 21 tonight. He makes his free throw. He ties his season high of 22. It's up. It is no good. Rebound taken, Visoria. A lot of time here. 1:25 to go. They're down 4. 56-52. Up top, Van Hugo. Works inside. Left side. Visoria, 3. Off the right side of the rim. Tipped around. Del Castillo with the rebound. Feeds it on the near side. Here's Smith. He takes it across the half-court stripe. Smith lost it. Taken away. Isaiah Smith back the other way, and he gets fouled. With 1:05 to go. Foul's going to be marked on Dario Del Castillo. He picks up his second. Each team in the double bonus here. Smith to the line for 2. First one up, and this one just rolls in. Second free throw up and good. 7 points tonight for him. It's a 2-point game. Off the inbound, Smith gives it for Del Castillo. Now bounces it far side for Moreau. And this is almost intercepted by Unutoa, but swatted out of bounds. With a minute remaining here in the fourth. 56-54. Stangs lead by 2. They have the ball from right to left. Moreau to trigger it, 60 feet away from the bucket. Toss it into the backcourt. This is for Smith. Smith guarded by Visoria. Dribbles it to the middle of the floor. 40 feet straight away. Smith with it. Wants to hand it off to someone. And a timeout called before the steal by Visoria. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take 60 seconds. Catch your breath. 49.4 to go.
Scoring Live is your source for Hawaii high school athletics, bringing you all the action from the OIA, ILH, BIIF, KIF, and the MIL, with constantly updated scores, impacting photos, video highlights, game recaps, player features, and so much more. If you're looking for the best in high school sports, log on to ScoringLive.com. Scoring Live, your source for Hawaii high school athletics.
Hello everyone, Chad Owens here, and I just got done with another training session here at Hawaii Self Storage, the only place where I train and store.
When you care enough to use only the very best in auto parts.
5 seconds.
CarQuest. This is NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500.
49.4 to go. Smith lost it off the inbound. It's loose. It went out of bounds. Who's got it? They're going to rule it Kalaheo ball. Off the hands of Isaiah Smith. 56-54. 42.1 here to go in the fourth. The youth here of Kalaheo being shown in these close games late into the fourth. Coach Alika Smith said that his team can tend to get hesitant on taking the shot, making the right play, but credit Farrington's defense. They have swarmed them and forced big turnovers down the stretch. A game where Kalaheo led by as many as 13, lead by 2 now with 42.1 here to go. Undefeated in league play are the Governors at 5-0. Kalaheo at 4-1. Winner tonight temporarily gets first place in the OIA Red East. It'll be Moreau to inbound it on the far side, about 65 feet away from the bucket. Tosses it to Del Castillo, guarded by Francisco. Del Castillo drops it in for Smith. Smith still not across the half-court stripe. Now he gets it on the far side. The triple team comes, and he gets out of it. Barnes leaves it for Del Castillo, who has it at the top of the key. 28 seconds to go. Who makes the foul here? They swing it right side for Smith. Now for Barnes. Back to Smith. Someone's got a foul. We're down to 20 here. Here's Del Castillo. 17 seconds here. They give it in the far corner for Moreau. And now a foul going to be called with 14.7 to go. They milked a lot of time off that clock. 28 seconds. Isaiah Smith gets called for his fourth personal. And now it's Moreau to the line. He missed his last 1-1. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Timeout called by Alan Silva. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We will keep it right here. 14.7 here to go. Each team in the double bonus. So 2 free throws here from Moreau. In a game where Kekai Smith dropped in a game-high 21 points. Kupa'a Harrison has fouled out. Fouled out with about 90 seconds left here. He finished the night with 16 points. It was a good job by Farrington to really attack him. Harrison got a little too chippy. Got called for his fouls. Still very upset with himself on the bench. But an open opportunity here for the Governors, who haven't led since the first quarter. Into the game will be Thomas Folk here. Kalaheo's going to put no rebounders. Here for Moreau. Moreau, first free throw up is good. Big free throw there from Zach Moreau. He's got 5 tonight. This to make it a 2-possession game, 57-54. Stangs lead with 14.7 seconds left. Big inhale and exhale. Second free throw up. It is good. 58-54. Up ahead here, Smith. He has it with 12 seconds. Smith up top. Van Hugo, a triple. Off the heel, no good. Chased down by Smith. We're down to 6. Smith forces up a 3. That one's short. Smith with 2 seconds. Put it on the deck. It sends out of bounds. and it'll be Kalaheo ball with 2.5 remaining. .58-54, Del Castillo. You just got to get it in here at this point. Does so. It's rat-a-tat-ted around. 58-54 the final. For the first time since December the 26th, Farrington goes down. The Stangs have sole possession of the OIA Red East. We'll take a timeout. We'll break down this one. More to come in the postgame show. Hang tight. This is OIA basketball right here on ScoringLive.com and NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500.
Scoring Live is your source for Hawaii high school athletics, bringing you all the action from the OIA, ILH, BIIF, KIF, and the MIL, with constantly updated scores, impacting photos, video highlights, game recaps, player features, and so much more. If you're looking for the best in high school sports, log on to ScoringLive.com. Scoring Live, your source for Hawaii high school athletics.
With over 37 years of experience, Kuroda Auto Body in Waipio Gentry offers the best in technology and collision repair. Here at Kuroda Auto Body, we believe in the value of hard work and teamwork to ensure our customers leave with the satisfaction of a job well done. We wish the very best to all of the participating athletes across the state of Hawaii. Dream big and reach for the top. Kuroda Auto Body, where only the very best will do.
250 Ward Avenue. Online at bigmanhawaii.com.
Looking to replace your beat-up old car and trying to find the very best car loan in town and don't know where to go? Here's your answer. Check out Hawaiian Tail Federal Credit Union's extended 2013 New Year Car Loan Special. Oahu's largest community credit union can finance your new or used car with an annual percentage rate as low as 1.95%. So call 832-8700 today or apply online at hitelfcu.com. Heli mai, you belong.
NBC Sports Radio Hawaii.com is streaming to the world.
How much time?
You can listen to NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500 on your computer, tablet, or phone. Just visit NBC Sports Radio Hawaii.com. Hear the Dan.
Sports Radio on AM 1500.
Back here in Kalaheo as the Mustangs stand atop the OIA Red East, own sole possession here and control their own destiny to the back half of the 2014 season. Here with the two-time defending state champion head coach Alika Smith. What a game, Coach.
You know, it was a hard-fought game. You know, some of our kids, the younger kids, stepped up towards the end, and you know, Zach Murad hit some key free throws for us down the stretch. But you know, with Kupaa going down, those other kids had to step up, and was very happy with their performance.
You talk about, you know, this is the second time that I've seen in person, at least a barn burner type of game. The other one being Moanalua to start this season. What does that say about your team that, you know, the youth was certainly exposed in the first few games, and now they can at least buckle down? It wasn't easy towards the end, but they held on for the win.
You know, it is, and these close games is going to do us justice in the end. I think, you know, getting these kids experience in those type of games against that type of competition with Moanalua and Farrington. It's going to do wonders for us down the stretch, and and in their young future. So we're just working at and just trying to get better each and every game.
Kupa'a Harrison has sort of driven the ship here, if you will. He's just a junior. He finished tonight unofficially with 16 points. What's been the biggest difference in your eyes that you saw from last year to this year? Or is it same old Kupa'a?
He came in with a bunch of seniors on the team that's been here. Last year was his first year, and now he's taking the reins, and you can really see it. He's getting more and more vocal. I could be biased, but I think I have the best player in the state on my team. Yeah. And at the end of the day, you can rely on somebody like that, on the offensive end and the defensive end, and just to lead your team in those tight situations. And shoot, he was on those timeouts. He was coaching the team. Basically. Yeah. That's how vocal he's getting. So it's great to see. You feel your team getting a little bit more swagger, a little more confidence here as you rack up wins, particularly against bigger teams in the East as we head towards the playoffs? Well, we view each team and try and go out there, and the one thing we always tell them is to get better each and every practice, each and every game, no matter what situation. We're put in tough situations. Farrington came back roaring. And, at the end of the day, one of our young freshmen had to hit 2 free throws to get us up 2 possessions, and he did just that. So, it's a learning experience, and it's fun at the same time. Take me to day one of when you first saw this group up until now. How big was that difference there? It's a testament to how hard they work in practice. You look at our squad, it's nothing impressive when you look at them. But those kids, they fight no matter, 5'11", 6 feet. They get in there and mix it up. So, I'm very proud of them. And with Kupa'a and also Kekai, leading this team, and hopefully Alec McLeod can come back soon. Yeah, Alec McLeod again with a hairline fracture in his shin, expected to come back later on this season. But the win tonight here for the Mustangs of Kalaheo, 58-54, handing Farrington their first loss in league play this year and atop the red division. It's still early though, obviously, right? Yeah, it's very early. Each and every night is going to be a battle. As you can see, Roosevelt came in here and beat us, and they went and gave Moanalua a great game. So, from top to bottom, anybody can beat anybody on any given night. So, we're going to have to go back to work come Monday, and I believe we have Kalani and McKinley next week. So those are 2 other formidable opponents that we got to be ready for. Kalani gave Moanalua a run for their money last week as well. Coach, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations on the win. Come back. Special thanks going out to Alika Smith there. We'll take one more time out. We'll wrap it up here from Kalaheo. More of the postgame show when we come back. This is OIA Basketball on ScoringLive.com and NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500.
Scoring Live is your source for Hawaii high school athletics, bringing you all the action from the OIA, ILH, BIIF, KIF, and the MIL, with constantly updated scores, impacting photos, video highlights, game recaps, player features, and so much more. If you're looking for the best in high school sports, log on to ScoringLive.com. Scoring Live, your source for Hawaii high school athletics.
Hey, Christina, did you email the report to the client?
Yep, did it this morning.
Thanks.
Okay, first item on the agenda.
Don't forget about the 3 p.m. status meeting.
At UHA, we're nuts about health. UHA is a recognized leader in wellness at work. Switch to a health insurance provider that really cares about your health. UHA, better health, better life.
With over 37 years of experience, Kuroda Auto Body in Waipio Gentry offers the best in technology and collision repair. Here at Kuroda Auto Body, we believe in the value of hard work and teamwork to ensure our customers leave with the satisfaction of a job well done. We wish the very best to all of the participating athletes across the state of Hawaii. Dream big and reach for the top. Kuroda Auto Body, where only the very best will do.
Aloha everyone, Chad Owens here, and I just got done with another training session here at Hawaii Self Storage, the only place where I train and store.
Wrap things up here from the east side as Kalaheo 58-54. They stand atop the OIA Red East Division. So the picture looks like this. Two teams tied at 5-1. Kalaheo at 5-1. Farrington at 5-1. Moanalua at 4-1. So Moanalua a game back, but the difference is Kalaheo with wins over Namenehune and over the Governors now really control their own destiny because they own the tiebreaker over those two teams. So the all-important first-round bye into the state tournament on the line these last 5 games as the regular season ends on Saturday, February 1st. It'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. Give some unofficial numbers here before we say aloha. Kalaheo finished with Kekai Smith and his game-high 21 points, 1 point shy of his season high. Kupa'a Harrison, who fouled out towards the last 2 minutes of the game, he unofficially put in 16. Those two led the way here for the Stangs. For the Governors, heck of an effort tonight despite not having Jacob McEnroe and Puma Williams and Mason Samisi. 13 points put in by Van Hugo, who was big in that second half to at least get Farrington close in there. Tua Unutoa held his own underneath inside the paint. He dropped in 12, 9 put in by Isaiah Visoria. So, Farrington loses their first game in the OIA League play. The only remaining unbeaten now are the 4-0 Campbell Sabres. So that'll wrap it up from here. Again, if you're just joining us, number 1 versus number 2. Punahou versus Marino. That was the big game that everyone was looking at as this night went on. The whole injury with Daniel Andrews, whether he was going to play or not. Punahou came up with an 11-point victory, 63-52. Daniel Andrews ended up playing that game and dropped in 13 points for the Buff and Blue, which I'm sure is a big sigh of relief there for Darren Matsuda. Big questions whether he was going to miss the rest of the regular season due to his injury, but good to hear that, at least for Daniel Andrews' sake, that he's okay. Put in some solid numbers for the Buff and Blue, and they pick up an 11-point win over second-ranked Marino. Coming up Monday night, make sure you log on to ScoringLive.com. You can check out the new power rankings. It'll be interesting to see what comes out. And usually you can sort of guess what the top 5 are. But I think from top 10 now, the boys division, you're not going to want to miss it. ScoringLive.com, Monday night, they'll give you the Scoring Live power rankings. Special thanks to going out to our entire crew. Our producer, T. Jeezy, our director, Brian Ng. Make sure you read Brandon Ching and Stacy Kanashiro's stories. Look at the photos from Greg Yamamoto. All of that can be available on ScoringLive.com. Also, special thanks going out to Mark Brihante, athletic director here at Kalaheo, getting us all set up. Always great hospitality when we come down here. And, of course, Scuba Steve back in the NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500 studios. For everyone here at Scoring Live at NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500, Felipe Ohastro, final score. Kalaheo 58, Farrington 54. Kalaheo, the top of the OIA Red East Division. For more, log on to ScoringLive.com. Until next time, support high school sports, everyone. This has been OIA Basketball on ScoringLive.com and NBC Sports Radio on AM 1500.
Scoring Live.